Welcome to Barrington, Nova Scotia, the lobster capital of Canada, host community for the 2025 Maritime Junior C Championships. The Sandy Wickens Memorial Arena is undergoing some renovations. That's not going to take away from the South.
Good afternoon, hockey fans, and welcome to the 2025 Maritime Junior C Championships. Streaming provided by AO Live, a production of MC Media. My name's David Doucette. I'll be doing the play-by-play. Our afternoon featured matchup, the East Hants Penguins versus the Sherwood Metros. East Hants, the Nova Scotia representative of the championship, and Sherwood, the Prince Edward Island representative. This is both their second games. They both came away winners in game number 1 on Thursday. The Penguins defeating the New Brunswick team, Tri-County River Cats, 6-3. And the Metros defeating host Southwest Storm 5-2. Starting in net for the Penguins, we're going to have yet again Gabe Rendell, number 60. Played a very good game in game number 1. And over on the other side, the Sherwood Metros going to swap things up. They started yesterday's game with Shannon McDonald, and today they're giving Ethan Clark the start, according to the coaches. That's what's going to happen with that team. Until they get farther in the tournament, anyways, they're going to switch back and forth. In terms of players to look out for the East Hants Penguins, we have number 8, Samuel Rogers, with 69 points in the regular season, 32 points in the playoffs. Number 9, Captain Evan Tilley, with 61 points in the regular season and 30 points in their playoff. And number 17, Garrett McLean, 28 points in the regular season and 27 points in their playoff. Yesterday's game saw Sam Rogers with a hat trick, Evan Tilley with 2 goals, and Hudson Forward with 1. Over on the Metros side, players to look out for, we have Jack Roberts, number 7, assistant captain. He had 50 points in the Prince Edward Island regular season. Victor Steele, 47 points in the regular season. Easton Fitzpatrick, 14, and Will Yo, 16, had 26 points, and 24 points for assistant captain Tyler Worth. Both these teams certainly should be looking to come away with that second victory today. We've got a full lineup coming to you all week long. 4:30 start time for this game between the Penguins and Metro. Then we've got the two teams that lost their opening games yesterday, the Tri-County River Cats, the New Brunswick representative, playing home team to the host Southwest Storm. So one of those two teams is going to get off the mark and get their first win of the tournament as well. This game should go a long ways to establishing whoever can win the game a upper hand in just getting one of the top 2 positions. Only 2 teams go through. There is no semifinal. There's no consolation final. There's not a 2-3 game. After the round robin for the 4 teams, only the first and second place teams will play again in a final, and that will happen on Sunday. So the second game today, just to let you know, to tee things up, if you will, was at 7:30. This one's 4:30. Both teams back on the ice now. They had their warm-up ahead of this, and we're about to start O Canada, and when that happens, I will certainly break off and let that go. And with the national anthem, we'll be able to get things underway momentarily. Both starting lineups are on the ice already, just getting their helmets back on. Once again, this should be an interesting matchup, a lot on the line. The Metros yesterday certainly had a more heavy game than any of the other three teams. They threw their weight around. They have some big bodies out there. It'd be interesting if they have that same type of strategy for this game against the Penguins. The Penguins, the actual winners of the Nova Scotia Regional Hockey League, the Junior C League, if you will. And whereas the host team, the Southwest Storm, not more in a rebuilding year, shall we say. And we're about to get underway. We've got Tilley, we've got Kennedy taking the opening faceoffs. East Hants Penguins in black, Metros in yellow. Lead pass off of a stick. Cody trying to bang it back in, but Tilley makes a good job. Daniel Kennedy with it, carries some speed in his own end, flicks the pass towards the center. Coming right back are the Penguins, hard off the boards, right back in, off of Cody's stick, no icing. Tilley in there quickly, looking back to the point, no, doesn't circle. Flicks it over, Hetherington with a shot, that one tips wide. Logan forward in the back, he's got to get back to Hetherington. Hetherington waits, crisscross pass, tips it into the far side, no shooting lane. Tilley with it again. Nice shot from the backside. It was a pass over to number 17, Garrett McLean. Great opening shift for the East Hants Penguins. A lot of pressure, one good scoring opportunity. Clark sliding over there, got that pad down. Clark, a much taller goalie, probably the tallest goalie we've seen in the tournament. Once he gets those pads down, he's going to cover a large part of the bottom half of that net, and that's exactly what he did. Early warning from the linesman to ensure that everyone doesn't encroach. Certainly an emphasis from the lineskeeper as the back linesman on the line has an eagle eye looking to throw people out of the faceoff dot as quickly as they can. Out come the Metros. Lead pass over to Doyle. Doyle on the far side. He's taken out of the play. He's going to be backed up by Bolter Jenkins. That shot goes wide. Flip forward. Out come the Penguins. Connor Lloyd with it. By himself, shoots it towards the net. Easy save for Clark, and he'll hang on to it for a whistle with 18:55 to go in the opening period. Face off to the left of Clark. One back to the point by the Penguins. That's Edwards with it. Shoots it towards the net. Easy save into the corner. Out come the Metros. Good back check there. Flicks the puck forward. Back into their own end and up the far side. The Penguins coming out. Lots of room now. Coming from the play is Lloyd. He'll just dump it in deep and he'll peel away for a change. Gavin Oliver with it. Backs it up to Doyle. Doyle gives it up to Worth. Worth cross ice through the middle, takes a heavy check, but gets the pass to Fitzpatrick. His first shot, easy test for Rendell, and he makes his first save of the game with 18:21 to go. Not surprisingly, when teams want to throw their weight around a little bit, we've got a Canalo Fisheries replay, and you're seeing that big hit. And there's another one of that, just a barrage of hits as both teams trying to kind of establish that heavy game, that physical game. And I believe the face-off is coming out because the defenseman encroached on the circle. And that's got the face-off outside the blue line. There's a price to be paid for physicality. Physicality has to be tempered with doing it at the right time. Brendan with the shot, makes the shot off of a skate into the corner. McDonald picks it up on the far side, rips it around the boards. It's going to be kept in by Collins. Shot right along the ice, and Rendell once again comes up with an easy save, covers it up. More importantly, controlling the rebound. Face off on the left side. Penguins make that. Hetherington, high up off the glass. That hits the stanchion and bounces to the middle. Penguins try to push the puck forward. Braden Wolf avoids one check. Double team. Penguins come back the other way. Nice move to get away by McLean. McLean on the far side. Drop pass to Rogers. Rogers slides it in the middle looking for Tilly. Tilly back to the point to Hetherington. He shoots a puck through the net. Rebound. Can't quite get it in. That's going to be cleared down the ice for an icing. 17-28. That was a tricky play there. I'm not sure if it went off a body or not, but it certainly fooled the goaltender a little bit. Face-off's going to be to the left of Clark. One straight back to Edwards. Edwards fires it in deep. Tilly with the puck behind the net. Cycles it back to the point. Forward with a shot. Glove save, Clark. Early offensive pressure. O-zone presence for the East Hants Penguins. Getting some shots towards net. Nobody with the quality shot yet. Shots that the goaltenders can see easily. Shots from far away or out to the side. And so far, both goaltenders up to the task. Another quick shot. Easily steered aside. Balin Wolf with it. Chips it forward. It's going to come back the other way. Up along the boards. Over to Rush Germain. Rush Germain backs it up. Gets the return pass. Penguins pick that off. Holding that line nicely. No, not holding the line. Thought for sure Rogers was able to keep that in, but the linesman certainly with a better point of view than I did. Here's the Ellie Diana Fisheries replay. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, I did not see whole puck over whole line there. I'm going to go with my call. Coach for the Metros having a conversation with the referee. That, of course, is going to get the referee on both sides to explain what's happening. Unsure of what the conversation's about. And I'll never know. Face off, once again controlled by the Penguins. On the near side to Edwards. He'll go high off the glass and dump it in. Jenkins Hughes, big check to the applaud of his bench. Squeaking by the check, though, nicely on the far side is forward. Gets it down low, pass in front, goes off of a stick, doesn't make it. Up back to forward. Forward avoids the check, chips it over, and we've got a penalty. And I believe the penalty is going to go on number 10, Tyler Edmond. 2 minutes for slashing. He was certainly, there's the big check, the finest kind Carpenter replay. There's the big check. And if we continue on, we're going to see Edwards come up probably at the bottom of your screen, right there. Pass in front. It all happened just out of, oh, there it was, the slash right over top of the head. You could see it in the back of the net. Good call for the official. Power play opportunity now for the Metros. They got the puck deep. Pass up to the point. That's Roberts with it. Shot through a crowd. Glove save. The Penguins can't clear it, though. Kennedy brings it down the far side. Stops in the corner. Takes a look. Gets it down low to Jenkins Hughes. He has trouble controlling it. Spins away from trouble. Good work back there by Roberts to get it again. Cross ice pass off of a stick. That's Kennedy using one stick trying to get the puck forward. He can't just be on it. The referee will call him for delay of game. It's clear. Kennedy has it. He's got some space. Slides the pass over. Wolf gets it down deep. Penguins find it, and that one gets off the boards hard and down the ice. Clark leaves it there for his defense. It's up on the near side to Wolf. Wolf makes a nice move to get away from one checker. Goes to the far side and gains the blue line, still carrying the puck in. Stops. Has his pocket picked. Good work by the Penguins, firing the puck down the ice And that was Hayden McDonald with a good effort. Alex Cody behind his own net, setting things up. 37 seconds to go in the power play. Metros come up the near side. Zigzagging through is Warren. Warren drops the puck off. Crisp pass over to Doyle. Doyle in the middle. There's a shot. It goes off of a leg, I believe. It goes wide. I do not believe that puck made it to the goaltender. Penguins trying to get it hammered along the boards with a big heavy check, and he's down. Penguins looking to dump the puck down the ice. They can't. And up he comes. The Penguins going to four, and it looked like he was hurt, but jumping right back up after gathering his wits was Miller, getting right back to the play before going off for a change. At first, he had that determination in his stride that I thought he was going after a player. Back to 5-on-5 hockey, 14-12 to go in the period. Penguins intercept that pass, get it to the blue line, just inside the blue line. Offside as touching. We have the Hutch Carpentry replay, and there it is. A big hit, solid shoulder on shoulder, but he was in a bad position about 3 feet away from the boards, and he went in heavy into the boards. But he did bounce up quickly and get right back into the play. That was Jack Miller receiving the check. Face off, controlled by the Metros. Cody with it. Cody up the middle. His pass goes off a skate. Chipping it forward is McLean. McLean gets it down low, 2-on-2. Up to the top of the point. That's McLean again. Tries to slide a backdoor pass. Doesn't quite get through to Tilly. Cody on the near side. Has it for the Metros. Backhand pass over to McAdam. McAdam up the boards, trying to get the puck out. Lead pass, just clearing the zone. The Penguins are going to get that. That's Edwards with it. He'll bring it back in. Drop pass to Tilly. Tilly looking in front. Slides a pass. It goes off a stick. Going to be held in. Back to Tilly. Good work by the Penguins to at least keep that in, but they'll have to start again at their own blue line. Forward to Rogers. Rogers to Tilly. Tilly's got some room. Cross ice pass right in the slot. There's a shot. Nice save by Clark. Back along the far side, Rogers back to the point. Cross ice to Edwards. Edwards backhands it in deep. Once again, good offensive pressure by the Penguins on this shift. Getting the puck again, pass out in front, one-timer. Beautiful one-time goal by number 8, Samuel Rogers, opening the scoring for the East Hants Penguins. Here's the Jack Lobster replay. You're going to see a quick pass out. Down low. There's the pass right out. One-time shot. Didn't settle it down. Top shelf over the glove of goaltender Ethan Clark. First goal. Wolf throws it in deep. Goes right on top of the goaltender, and he's going to cover that up for a whistle with 12:42. Shots on net 9-3 in favor of East Hants right now. Sherwood looking to have a bit of a pushback shift here, see if they can get back in here, get a quality scoring opportunity. Face off, one back, Lloyd loses control but regains it. High off the glass, goes off of the glove. Lloyd chips it forward, held in though. Fired in deep by the Penguins. Clark can't handle that. Wolf will pick it up on the near side, tries to go to the point. Back behind the net, Penguins back in the Metro zone again. Both teams fighting for it. It's going to get back out to Fisher. Fisher just keeps it in, fires it towards the net. Metros have it. They'll chip it up high, but not get, well, they are going to get it out. No, it was held in, but it was a glove pass for the whistle. That'll bring the face-off outside the blue line on the Metro side of the ice. 12:02 remaining in our opening period. Shots on net, as I just said, 9-3 in favor of the Penguins over the Metro. Jennings Hughes with it. His pass goes off of a stick. Gets some help from Cody. That flips up high. Glove to head pass from Hetherington to forward, and that's going to bring the face-off in front of the Penguins' blue line. Face-off, scrum controlled by the Metros, will fire it in deep. Rendell stops it behind the net, leaves it for his defense. Good move to get away, jamming it into the far side. Good work there by Bolter Jenkins, trying to bank one in off the goaltender. Yao has it. Penguins chip it up. That's going to be knocked down by Cody, who flips it back in. Penguins tag up. They haven't tagged up yet, and since Yao didn't get all the way out, they're going to put the face-off all the way down as the linesman was yelling loud and clear to clear the zone, and they did not do it. Face off to the right of Clark. Penguins get it back to the point. Once again forward, making a nice move to try to avoid the check. Gets it into the corner, pass the front, off the linesman's skate. Chip back into the corner. Nice work around the corner. Big check thrown there at the end by Jennings Hughes. Right back in. Jennings Hughes has it. Cross ice pass. Hetherington throws his body away, but bouncing off of it was Cameron Doyle. Second time, Doyle fell down to the ice. Penguins up with it, 2-on-1 opportunity, pass over. Great defensive play by Cody, extending that trailing leg to knock down the pass. Tilly with it, gets it down low, goes to the center looking for a return pass. He's hit upon receiving the pass. Ripped around the boards, Hetherington has it. Hetherington's got a shooting lane. Fires a wrist shot off of a skate. Rebound. There's another shot. Save. Ripped around the board. Something. And Hetherington skating down the ice. And he'll take the puck away from Rendell. Hard pass up the middle. That's going to be an icing. We're about halfway through period number one. Our score, the East Ends Penguins 1, the Sherwood Metros no score. Once again, we'd like to thank everyone for watching AO Live's streaming of the 2025 Maritime Junior C Championships. Back to Oliver. Oliver can't control the puck, and they'll have to tag up. Oliver chips it high off of the glass. It's going to be settled down by Tilly, who's got lots of time. Tilly gains some skating room coming up the near side. Continues strong down the near side. Looking in front. Cross ice pass not there, and Clark's going to come out and pounce on that puck, getting the face off. Face off, controlled by the Metros. Pass up the middle, return pass, trying to get it back to Greenan. Penguins come away with it. That's Tilly again. He'll fire it in deep. Clark leaves it there for McAdam. McAdam rips it around the boards. That's going to get out. Fisher at his own blue line, resetting for the Penguins. He goes D to D to McDonald. McDonald back. Cross ice pass through the middle. Skips over top of the stick of Tilly. No icing. I guess they're going to say he did touch it. Penguins have it. Pass in front. Off of a skate. Tilly back to the point to Edwards. Edwards fires, puts it down the far side. Behind the net now. Cross ice pass to Fisher. Fisher with a wrist shot through a crowd. Glove save Clark as he reaches across his body to hang on to it, making sure to secure the rebound. Face off would be to the left of Ethan Clark. Shots continuing to escalate here for the Penguins. Breaking out now is Russ Germain. Russ Germain gains the blue line. Pushes it by, chases it into the corner. He's checked though. That cross ice pass intercepted nicely across the blue line by Wolf. Wolf looking to do it again. Couldn't get by both of them. Coming out. And down the line is Miller. Jack Miller passes in front, just a little behind the trailer. Chipping it off is Stevenson. He'll clear the zone. Hetherington gets the puck for the Penguins. He'll fire it right back in. Beach along the corner. Gets it in deep. Held there, though, by Collins. Collins loses it. Back behind the net. Trying to get it back to Collins. Goes by him to Yeo. Yeo gives it up to Collins. Collins has some room. Overskates the puck, though. And that's back to Yeo with it. Yeo on the near side. Little behind Wolf. Penguins right on top of every one of those errant passes, pushing the puck into the Metro zone. McDonald loses it to Yeo. Yeo takes a big hit from Hetherington. Forward. 2 sets of players. Make that 5 players, all in there digging for the puck at the blue line. There's some cross checks. There's some elbows. There's no arms up. There's no penalty. At some point, somebody's going to call something, and there it is. I'm honestly not sure who's going to get it. Here's the JDB Fisheries replay. You're going to see the initial big check. This is where it all started, a big check on Yeo from Hetherington. And that created a scuffle right here that you're seeing. And believe it or not, the first few cross checks and elbows that you see were not the ones called. So Hetherington was elbowed and cross checked and then retaliated, and he gets a penalty as well. Both of them in the box. We got some 4-on-4 hockey for 2 minutes with 7:37 to go. Face off to the right of Rendell. Lots of open ice. I would think that that would probably help the Penguins. The Penguins have been creating a lot of offensive pressure with 5-on-5 hockey. Back pass. That's going to be picked off easily by Wolf. Wolf hangs on to it. Good patient play. Up to Cody. Cody chips it in. He's going to chase it down. Good work in there, getting back just as quickly as Edwards. Logan forward with it. Gains the red line. Hangs on to it. Gains the blue line. Stops. Takes a look. Tries to slide a pass over. Just dumps it in down low. Picking that up is McDonald. McDonald gets the pass in front. Knocked down easily by Clark, and he'll hang on to it for a whistle. 6:50 to go in the opening period. 1:13 left in both penalties. Still some 4-on-4 hockey. Lots of open ice. We'll see whether or not we can get some good scoring opportunities as a result. Face off will be on the far side to the right of Ethan Clark. Back to the point. That's Tilley with it. Tilley gets it back to Rogers. Rogers can't hang on to it. They're going to have to reset. Tilley back to Rogers. Rogers has some room. Loses control of the puck, though. Picking that up is Worth, and he gets it back to his D. Return pass up the boards to Warren, but he can't control it. Just tips it in deep. Rendell has it, looking who to pass it to. Gets it up to the winger. McLean didn't look like he actually got touched there. I think he just lost an edge while trying to sweep the puck out. Penguins with the puck in the corner. Good move to get away from one forechecker and two. Lots of room for Tilley. Captain Evan Tilley carrying it down. They've got numbers. He cuts to the middle. Shot. Pad save, Clark. McLean with it. He's going to get the puck. Man in front. Can't get the pass over. We have a delayed penalty coming against the Penguins. Against the Metros, excuse me. And here it is. 2 minutes for tripping. So for 19 seconds, we're going to have 4-on-3 hockey. 2 minutes for tripping. And that tripping penalty coming to number 71, Tyler Worth. Here's the Knowles Enterprise replay. There's the initial trip. There's 71 right there. You're going to see his stick right underneath, right in front of the official. Arm up right away. Not a hard call to make. 4-on-3 hockey for another 14 seconds. Metros trying to jam that puck into the corner. Penguins pick it out. They've got room. Forward with it. Goes cross ice, looking for Sutherland. Sutherland's shot. That goes off a body. One-timer. There's a save. Rebound control by Clark as he settles the puck down for a face-off. Our initial double minor, offsetting minors are now settled. We're back to 5-on-4 hockey for 1:37 or less. Power play opportunity for the East Hants Penguins. Good opportunity for them to extend their lead. Metros win that faceoff and immediately fire the puck down the ice. Rendell will come out and play it. He will have to play it. Takes his time. Fires it. Out they come. There's Rogers on the blue line. Makes a move to the middle. Ends up dropping the pass off to McLean. McLean dumps it back to Tilly. Tilly shot through a crowd. Save. Rebound. Steered aside nicely. McLean taking a look. Cross ice to Rogers. Rogers to Tilly. Tilly to McLean. That goes behind him. McLean back to Tilly. Tilly comes in. There's a shot. Redirected in front just wide. Great stick there by Logan Forward, and he just missed the net with that tip. Back into the corner. Metro's looking to get there first. Doyle, 1-on-3. Can't dig the puck out. Tilly loses it, gets it back to the point to Rogers. Rogers settles it down, goes cross ice to McLean. McLean back to Rogers. Shot through a crowd. That one just sails high. Rebound. Settled by Forward. Forward taking off the puck. 27 seconds to go in the power play. Metros come away with it, fire it down the ice, and that'll allow them to make changes. Good PK, keeping everything outside. Tilly still on the ice. He'll fire it in deep. Penalty over. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Nope, thrills 3 seconds, my bad. Coming back the other way, coming right off the bench. Could be a stretch pass. Could not see him in time. Fired down the ice, and Fisher's going to capture that. Fisher up to Connor Lloyd, who dumps it in deep. Oliver going to get the return pass. Up to Rush Germain. Rush Germain's going to dump it into an empty wing. He lets Bolter Jenkins chase it down. Good stick by Bolter Jenkins, firing it down low for Stevenson. Penguins get there first. Stevenson tries to lay in the weight. There's a quick shot. Save, rebound. Steered aside nicely. Out come the Penguins. 3:20 to go in the first period. McIntyre chips it forward. Good defensive work back there by number 91, Gavin Oliver. Pass in front. There's a backhander. Save, rebound. Puck bouncing, and securing it up from the front of the net is Shea Stevenson. Coming right back in. There's a quick shot. Pad save. Finally getting it out is Fitzpatrick. Penguins get it. They wait. Fire it right onto the goaltender. Will give it up to Oliver. Gavin Oliver resets behind his own net. 2:48 to go in the opening period. Skates away from the forechecker. Just gets that pass away. He was being pestered. Near side pass to Grennan. Grennan tries to get a shot by. Goes off the leg. Still with it. Dumps it off to Jennings Hughes. Jennings Hughes has it. Around the net. Tries the wraparound. And then hugging that post and covering it up is Gabe Rendell. Face off on the far side. One back to the point. There's a shot. Goes off of the leg. Penguins are going to come away with it. That pass just a little ahead of Beach. Lloyd over the Hetherington. Hetherington gets the pass up. It's going to be picked off and fired down the ice by Rush Germain. 2:07 to go in the opening period. Losing control of the puck right at the side of the net was Hetherington, and goaltender Gabe Rendell, seeing the puck start to scoot out by his crease, jumped on it right away for a whistle, allowing both teams to make changes with just a shade over 2 minutes to go in the first. Once again, face off to the left of Rendell. Penguins jump into the circle. They're going to get that face off. Near side pass, nice saucer pass to Rogers. Off the front of his stick, he'll chase it down. Goes behind the net, shakes off the initial check. Pass in front, that one's going to be picked off. Metro's come away with it. Lead pass, trying to get onto the stick of Roberts, but he couldn't control it. On the near side to Hetherington. Hetherington gets it over to McLean, who tips it down low. Cody's going to pick that up for the Metros. He goes high off the glass. Hetherington keeps that in, jams it back down deep. Wolf behind the net. Lead pass to the point, not out. Fired right back in. Penguins once again, there's a pass, a nice reverse pass as the goaltender was sliding right to left. It would have been an open cage if they'd been able to control it. Hetherington again, cross ice, off of a stick into the corner. Tilley picks it up. Tilley taking a look, looking for a shooting lane. Hasn't got one yet. There's one lap. Back to the point. Having trouble keeping it in, though, was Logan Forward. Metro's come away with it. Can't get by Forward, though. Good active stick to break up that play. Both teams fighting for it, but Hetherington's going to get back there first. Goes off the boards. Held in nicely. Metro's looking for a golden scoring opportunity. We've got a 2-on-1 with Tilley and Rogers. Tilley with it, comes in, takes a shot. Blocker save by Clark. Tilley looking for Rogers. Another big save by Clark. Great pass by Tilley over to Rogers. Rogers one-times it, but extending that leg, Ethan Clark making an amazing save. Here's the Little Hobo Fisheries replay. You're going to see a great cross-ice pass right on the stick, but an equally good save as it looked like Clark read that one all the way and laterally went from his right to left, getting that pad down. Pass out in front. 21 seconds to go. One last attempt. That's Warren with it. 1-on-2. Tries to get around the defense. Doesn't. Takes a quick shot. Pad save. Rebound. And that one doesn't get through. Two big saves to Rendell. Third shot off of a skate. And the Penguins don't get it out. Firing it once again towards the net. And now the Penguins are going to relieve the pressure with 2 seconds to go. Golden opportunity for the Sherwood Metros late in the period to tie this game up. And they were unable to beat goaltender Gabe Rendell. As both teams go off the ice, we'll recap the scoring. It's pretty easy, just one goal. Assistant captain Samuel Rogers. Rogers with a hat trick in game number 1. Continues with his good scoring touch in game number 2 for the Penguins. So while the Zamboni comes on to clean the ice, I'll once again thank everyone for joining AO Live streaming coverage and production of MC Media of the 2025 Maritime Junior C Championships, coming to you from the Sandy Wickens Memorial Arena in the lobster capital of Canada, Barrington, Nova Scotia. My name's David Doucette. Enjoy highlights of the first period from Josh while the Zamboni cleans the ice, and I'll be back for the start of period number 2.
Captain Cat's Eatery and Takeout. Barrington Place Jewelers. Causeway Interiors, your complete home decorating store. Zimbalo Fisheries Limited. Ellie and Diana Fisheries Limited. Finest Kind Carpentry. Hutch Carpentry. Jack Lobster. JDB Fisheries. Knowles Enterprises. Little Hobo Fisheries. Logan's Legacy Fisheries. Long Point Lobster and Seafood Limited. Mark's RV and Auto Repair. Mermaid Fisheries. New Gore Lobster. No Frills. Nova Scotia Regional Junior Hockey League. Parents Pride Fisheries. Pleasant Timber Mart. Rhinos Towing. S. McPhee Trucking Limited. Sea Star Seafoods. Service One Automotive. Smith & Watt. the Loft Spa, and the Wilson Group.
Nestled on the southern tip of Nova Scotia, discover white sand beaches and endless coastline. Come taste the freshness of the lobster capital of Canada and enjoy welcoming East Coast hospitality, extraordinary experiences, and open spaces. Plan your getaway and go the extra mile. Head east this year and visit Barrington, Nova Scotia. We'll see you there.
Maritime Junior C Championships, streaming provided by AO Live, a production of MC Media. My name is David Doucette. I'm doing your play-by-play. This is Game 3 of the tournament, Game 1 of day number 2 between the East Hants Penguins and the Sherwood Metros, and that's Nova Scotia versus PEI. After one period, we have a 1-0 score in favor of the Penguins. They certainly dominated a lot of play in that period, outshooting the Metros 18-11. We'll see whether or not that can change up a little bit here in period number 2. A great late opportunity for the Metros, coming very close on 2 occasions, the opening shot and a rebound shot of tying the game very late in the period. The Metros in this game, as well as their first game, certainly had a propensity to go out physical early in the period. They like to throw their weight around early on in the period, then they tend to settle back down. We're going to see whether or not that goes today. It certainly did not work as well against the Penguins as it did yesterday against the Storm. Time will tell as we're about to get things started here in period number 2. Face off, one cleanly back. Forward with it. Forward goes cross ice to Edwards. Check that. That was Hetherington chipping that forward. Chipped right back out to Hetherington. Will fire it towards the Metros end. They'll take their time coming out of their own end. Nice move through the middle and chipping it down low by Yeo. Right on top of the goaltender, and Rendell will cover that up for a quick face-off 25 seconds into the second period. Face off on the near side. Boulter Jenkins and Tilley. Boulter Jenkins wins it, gets it back to Jennings Hughes. That shot, goes off a player and high. I'm not sure if the goaltender got that or not, but it went into the mesh. And we'll do it all over again. Metros get the face-off, but jumping in to break it up is Hughes. Nice pass through the middle to Rogers. Rogers comes in, takes a shot, sails wide. Quickly went backhand to forehand. Tried to slide one in on the far side, but was just a little wide on the shot. McLean with it, gets it in deep. That shot goes off of a skate. That's Cody with it for the Metros. He's going to chip it into the neutral zone. No icing. Logan forward with it. Makes a quick pivot. Avoids the check of Jack Roberts. Still has it. Drops it off to Tilley. Tilley moves to the middle looking for a shot. There it is. Just wide. It looked like he was trying to pass it, but the player was not ready with that stick down. Coming back up is Tyler Worth. Worth slides the pass over. Easily picked off. And just as Tilley was looking to fire that behind the net, he ends up throwing it right on net, and goaltender Gabe Rendell gives Tilley a look. Here's the Logan's Legacy Fisheries replay. You're going to see the initial play. There he was. He was trying to throw that behind the net. He missed. That would have been an own goal and a great opportunity to get back into this game for the Metros. Penguins get the face-off. They're going to throw it all the way down the ice. Going to have to skate down there fast. No icing. Getting there ahead of the play. Beautiful skating there by the Penguins. Breaking back out the other way is Warren. Warren has some room on the back end. There's a shot. Save, rebound. Back behind the net. Edwards picks it up. Slides it back this way for forward. This is Hudson forwards. His lead pass by everyone. That's going to be an icing call. The hybrid icing, for those of you that are unsure of that, if you can outskate the icing puck on the defense, you will take away the icing. You, as a defenseman trying to get back to that icing, you cannot just laze your way back into your own end. You have to skate hard to ensure that the icing happens. And in that case, it did not because of the great effort by the Penguins. Back along the near side, Shaw fires it out. Gets right back into Collins. Collins picks it off the glass. Can't get it out, coming right back in. There's a shot. Save. Nice shot there by Connor Lloyd, picking up the loose puck. Fitzpatrick with it. Slides the pass over to Jennings Hughes, but Jennings Hughes could not control it. Coming back the other way is Edwards. Edwards navigates his own player before getting it off to Lloyd. Lloyd still has it. Tries to chip it deep. Both teams fighting for it along the wall, and it looks like, yes, Penguins are going to come up with a quick shot. Nice save. Clark once again reaching over top of his body to make that save. Face-off will be on the near side. 17:24 to go in the second period. Face-off back to the point to Hetherington. Hetherington shot off of a leg. Getting back to help out though and fire it back in is Connor McIntyre. Big collision. Collins and Jennings Hughes, and it was an equal contest. They bounced off one another. It's going to get back to the point to Lloyd. He fires it towards the net. Metros come out with numbers, but that pass could not be controlled. Need to keep that close to you. Bolter Jenkins couldn't. Taking away what could have been an odd man rush for the Metros. Penguins come out. Good reception of the pass by Collins. Collins makes a nice move to the outside, finds the puck. There's the shots. And the referee blows it down, thinking that Clark had that in his midsection, but it had snuck through him and was sitting in the crease, as you're probably going to see. Here's the long point Fisheries replay. You're going to see that initial shot come in. It was a nice move and a great shot, and it looked to everyone like the goaltender had it, but there it is, squeaking out, but the whistle had already gone. Face off, won by the Metros, and they'll clear the zone. Forward, makes a nice move to avoid one forecheck, tries to chip it forward, can't get it by Jennings Hughes. Metros just clear of the zone, back to Edwards. Edwards to forward. Forward, indirect pass. He's going to receive it right back. He's being chased down. Nice pivot move to get away from the forecheck of Jennings Hughes. He's going to dump it down the ice. No icing. Cody gets there first, rips it around the boards. Back down low, getting in there first is Rogers. That pass out to the point to forward. Forward cannot control the puck, and he'll have to reset it at the red line before firing it back in. Doyle trying to get the puck out. Tilley picks it off, gets it back to forward. Forward chases it down, and Tilley replaces him at the point. Metros come away with it. Second attempt, still can't get it out. Back to forward, passes cross ice pass, shot just wide. Samuel Rogers well set up, but just missed the net. Tilley at the point, there's a shot through a crowd. That goes off a stick into the corner. Rogers with it, passes it in front off of a skate. Metros get it, they're going to tip it forward. Getting there first is going to be Logan Forward, back behind his own net, resetting. Off the boards, nice pass up to Tilley. He couldn't quite control it, but it's given right back up to McLean. There's a stick flying in the air. We had a puck yesterday, let's see if we get a stick today. Coming back in is Roberts. Roberts loses the puck. Breaking back out is Tilley. Tilley cuts towards the middle. He's got some open room. There's a pass. That goes off of a leg. Picking it up and breaking right back out is Warren. Warren on the far side tries to go wide. Well defended there by Edwards. Edwards pass up to Edmund. Edmund's cross ice pass coming back for it and kicking it out of the Penguins. Metros back in their own end. Fire the puck back in, and once again we go back and forth. Forward's going to wait. Let changes be made before getting the puck up to Edmund. Edmund's saucer pass in, well defended. Great stick work by Gavin, controlling the stick of the Penguin forward, not allowing that pass to get through. Back at their own blue line, that's Cameron Fisher with it. He goes cross ice and gets the return pass from Lloyd. Lloyd bounces off that check. Indirect pass, easily settled by the Metros, and Rogers is going to dump that in deep. Gavin Oliver takes a look, patiently waits, goes cross ice. Breaking out this way is Easton Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick being chased down, goes to his back end. That pass off of a skate. Back come the Penguins. Huge hit along the quarter by Cameron Doyle. Collins with it behind the net. Collins gets it over to Wolf. Wolf along the boards to Doyle. Doyle, cross ice pass, ooh, right on the stick. Good reception there by Fitzpatrick, 2-on-2. Fitzpatrick, quick wrist shot, glove save. Rendell Rendell hasn't had a lot of work here in period number 2. Got to remain active. Here's the Marks RV and Auto Repair replay, and the replay is of a giant hit by number 17, Cameron Doyle of the Sherwood Metros. Once again, the referees talking. We've got some disturbed coaches, I believe, on the Penguins bench. Not sure what the call is, not sure what the discussion is. Nobody's in the box. We're still 5-on-5. And we're about to get underway. Face off on the near side to the left of Rendell. Back into the corner, hard off the boards. Penguins come out. Lead pass off of the stick of Lloyd, just behind him. He couldn't capture it successfully. Wolf with it, makes a nice move. Fires it towards Rendell. Rendell gets it, has number 12, Logan Forward, screaming down on him, so he covers it up for another whistle. 13-16 to go in the middle period. Shots on net now 21-15, still in favor of the Penguins. More back and forth action in period number 2, where the Penguins certainly dominated the majority of the play in the opening face-off, or opening period. Back behind the net, Penguins, nice move to get away from 2 forecheckers. Lead pass off of a stick, not going to be an icing. Getting down there first is going to be Miller. Wolf up along the boards trying to find Fitzpatrick. Good work in there by Forward. Hudson Forward couldn't get it deep though. Gets it back to his brother Logan Forward, who dumps it in. They still have to tag up. Well, they do, but they don't have to. Penguins with the puck into the corner, looking out front. Oh, a redirect just goes wide. Forward dumps it in deep, looking for Hudson Forward. Down low to Shaw. Shaw's pass in front goes off of a skate. Greenan gets the puck back behind the net. Once again, good forechecking by the Penguins, hemming the Metros into their own end. Saucer pass. Fitzpatrick has it. Oh, can't control it. Lifts the stick though, comes in, goes to the outside, trying to get the bouncing puck. Still bouncing. Finally, the Penguins able to gather it in, and they've got numbers. Hetherington does not see Tilley going down the middle. That would have been a great pass, but his head was down and he was skating forward. Coming back the other way of the Metros, that pass about 3 feet behind Bolter Jenkins, but he dumps it in. Rendell fires it along. Bolter Jenkins has it again. Back into the corner. Bolter Jenkins pass in front, one-timer. Rolls off of the stick of Jennings Hughes and doesn't get near the net. Coming back the other way is Rogers. Rogers has Tilley in front. There's the pass. And it just goes wide. Great stick defensively there by Alex Cody, breaking that play up. Along the far wall, Penguins kick it in deep to Rogers. Rogers to Tilley. We've been seeing that combination so far in the tournament and this game as well. Held in nicely by Edwards. He was certainly right on the line, but it was called still onside. Penguins circling Tilley over to Edwards. Edwards along the wall, absorbs the hit, falls. Metros with a couple players looking to get it out. They're going to. Stretch pass not really available. Good bank pass though up the line to Russ Germain. And Russ Germain just squeaked in over top of the blue line as the Penguin and Metro players decide to, I don't know, maybe talk about the upcoming federal election. Who knows? Cooler heads do prevail, no penalties. Nothing physical happened. There was certainly some discussion back and forth. 11:01 to go in the second period. Shots on net, 21-15 in favor of the Penguins. Face-off's going to come back down in front or into the Penguin side of the blue line. And it's coming back there because the pass that went offside initiated from back there. Good stretch of hockey with no. Now the referee's going back and forth, and I wonder if he's saying right now, I've had enough of these getting head to head and having discussions. I'm going to start taking one player away. Because there's really nothing happened to initiate that, but you know, it's hockey, it happens. Metros can't get it out. Collins breaking in. Collins trying to chase down the Metros player. That goes out front, but is cleared aside. Chipped forward. Knocked down out of the air by Lloyd. just going to be offside, and realizing it, Roberts just leaves the puck and gets back out. Hetherington in his own end up to Collins. He'll tip it down towards the net. Picking it up is Gavin Oliver. Oliver rips it around the boards. That's intercepted nicely. Back behind the net, wrap around attempt in front. Pucked right there and steered aside nicely by Kennedy. Back to the point, that's Lloyd. Lloyd has trouble holding on to it, and he has to reset back at the red line. McAdam behind his own net has some room. Goes hard off the boards. That'll at least clear the zone. No icing. Logan forward behind his own net, goes off the glass, and he'll do the same thing out of his own end. Just past Yao. Sutherland, great work. Comes in, takes the shot right into the breadbasket of Rendell, who hangs on to it for another whistle. We're past the midway point of the game, 9:51 to go in period number 2. Still waiting for that elusive second goal of the game. In our initial 2 games yesterday, first periods, not a lot of scoring. Second periods, the floodgates open. Not so in game number 3. Face off, controlled by the Penguins. They're going to rip it out of their own end. Picked up by Wolf. Wolf has to wait, dumps it in deep. Getting in there. Good work by forward to avoid one check. Uses the boards to try to get it up to his brother. That's picked off. Metro's come back in. That pass off of a skate. Good work by Edwards. Back out the other way to Shaw. Shaw's lead pass just out of the reach of Lloyd. And the Metros come back. Excellent forechecking work in there by Shaw. Can't chase it down though. Falling down though, great opportunity. That's Hudson forward with it. He stops, back to the point to Edwards. That shot off of a leg. And it gets up into the mesh for another whistle with 9:09 to go in the second period. Face off on the far side to the left of Rendell. Push forward, chasing it down both teams. Metro, both teams get there, and it looks like the Penguins once again, first to the puck. Those individual puck-on-puck battles, the Penguins are winning more than they're losing, and that's establishing a lot of great offensive pressure in the Metro zone. Tilly with it. Not sure Tilly and Rogers come off the ice too often. Breaking up with it is McLean. McLean throws it towards the net, trying to get a streaking Rogers in there who couldn't quite get his stick on the puck. Into the corner. Collins is going to get there. He reverses it. Once again, great forechecking by the Penguins. Back to forward at the point. He's taking a look. Fires through a crowd. Nice save, Clark. Edwards dumps it down low to Rogers. Pass back to the point to Tilly. Tilly shot, pad save, rebound. Back to forward. Forward throws it in deep. Up to Tilly. Tilly with her shot, score! Evan Tilly with his first goal of the game, first goal of the second period, making it a 2-0 game with 8:12 to go in the second period. Here's the Marks RV and Auto Repair replay. You're going to see a great pass. Tilly had lots of time, waited. Goaltender goes down, and he goes upstairs. Great goal by a good goal scorer. As I said, Tilly and Rogers with 2 and 3 goals apiece in the last game, with 1 apiece so far in this game. Miller gets the puck. That's going to end up being a hand pass as he knocked it down with his hand, got hit, and the puck ended up going to Edmund. That's what you want in this type of format, championship format. If you've got goal scorers, you want your goal scorers to actually perform in the high pressure, be it playoffs or championship tournaments, or this time Maritimes. And that's exactly what the East Hants Penguins key scorers are doing so far in this tournament. Jennings Hughes dumps it in deep. Breaking out of their own end. Penguins go on the far side. Nice pass through the middle, tipped in by Miller. Miller's going to try to chase it down. Good work by Cody to avoid that initial check. Jennings Hughes will pick the puck up behind the net. Hard off the glass, looking for Fitzpatrick. He can't control it. Going hard down the middle, though, and disturbing things, but the Penguins able to clear their own zone. Somebody's lost a net guard, it looks like. Up on the near side to Edmund. He'll reverse it back into his own end and then go high off the glass. Chipping it forward, looking for Beach. Getting there first is going to be Alex Cody. His team making changes. Stretch pass right on the stick of Beach. His pass off of a stick just out of the reach of McDonald. Both teams making changes. Got to be careful with the too many men on the ice. Metros come in. Greenan looks to get the puck over. He's going to get the return pass. Nope. He's going to be coming out to McIntyre. McIntyre leaves it off to McDonald. Back to McIntyre. Back pass to McDonald. There's a shot off of a stick. And the goaltender, Clark, reaches out, covers it up for a whistle with 6:43 to go. Face off on the near side to the right of Clark. Won by the Metros, but jumping in there and getting back to the point to forward. Forward has to give up the blue line. Penguins tag up, but that allows the Metro the opportunity to get it down deep into the Penguins' end. Jumping up forward for it. Into the behind the net to Russ Germain. Throws his body around. Hetherington fights through that check. Up to the point, held in. There's a shot from the point. Gloves, nope, that one sails high. Both teams fighting for it. Chipping up forward. Good work defensively there by Gavin Oliver, breaking up that play as it really looked like McIntyre was going to have a great opportunity to break in. Metros high off the glass and out. I was going to say avoid the check, but he did fall down, and that was Stevenson. Back behind his own net now, Logan forward. He's going to chip a soft pass up to Collins. He gets it and backhands it into an empty corner. Lyle Connors with it. Knew the check was coming, did not get the puck. That's where the physicality can come. That pass up through the middle, just a little behind Yao. Off the boards, Penguins able to relieve the pressure. Metro's looking to come right back in. Dumping it forward nicely is Kennedy. Kennedy has a person in front. There's the pass. And is right behind his player. Breaking right back out. That's Tilly with it. Waits. Slides it over to McLean. McLean cross-ice pass. Another great save by Clark. Laterally getting over again to his left to get that pad down. Over to the far side. Forward with it. Forward shot through a crowd. Pad save. I think that might have been going wide. Hetherington keeps it in. Dumps it behind the net. Looking for... There's a quick pass shot. And that one just... I'm not sure if Clark got a piece of that or not. A great reverse pass when you're expecting it to go one way and to reverse it down the other side. Forward. Down with it. He loses control. Metros come back out. They'll clear the zone. Getting there first, though, is going to be Jacob Edwards. And Edwards gets to forward, and forward dumps it in and makes a change. Lyle Collins with it, reverses it. Up the far side to Roberts, Jack Roberts. Nice lead pass up to Yao. Yao has it up, but Roberts picks it up. That shot, getting checked, there's a shot. Not much on that one, and it looks like Yao is down. Check that, that was Jack Roberts coming back the other way to Shaw. Shaw comes in, takes a shot. Goal! Thomas Shaw comes down with a lot of speed on the near side, slides a low shot right along the ice, slipping it underneath the pad of Clark. And here's the Mermaid Fishery replay. You're going to see that one slide right underneath. And Clark did not get the pad down in time. So with 4:03 to go in the second period, it becomes a 3-0 lead for the Penguins, stretching that 1-0 lead from the first period. Coming right back in again is Lloyd. Lloyd, drop pass. That's going to be picked off by Stevenson. Stevenson goes high off the glass. Gets some help by Warren. Warren has has the puck swiped away from him. Looking to get it back again. He's got it one more time. This time, it's Shaw that takes the puck away. Metros fire it back in. Hetherington with it. Hetherington off the boards. Hetherington checked. Bounces right back up. Here's a quick shot. And breaking the stick upon shooting the puck, his stick explodes, is number 19, Jacob Warren. Frustration. When you've got a great scoring opportunity, you let go a great snapshot, and nothing moves but the blade of your stick. Jennings Hughes with it, passes it back out front. That's going to get outside. Jennings Hughes with it again. Leaves it for Fitzpatrick. He'll lose it. Forward in his own zone. Off the glass to Bates. Bates gains the blue line. Dumps it in deep. Getting there first is McAdam. McAdam along the near side. Forward's going to pick it up and dump it in. Back to Cody. Cody from his own end goes up the near side. That's over top of everyone, and that's going to be an icing. Here's the New Gore Lobster replay, and once again, it's the replay of a hit. Hetherington, that was certainly a battle of heavyweights. Hetherington, not the smallest person, and as we keep going, there's the shot with the exploding stick. .235 to go in the period. Face-off is going to be to the left of Ethan Clark. Cody has the puck behind his own net. Got some room. Now being pestered in there by Tilly. Pivots to get away. Throws it up, trying to get it to Fitzpatrick. He can't control it. Forward has it. He'll dump it down deep. McAdam along the boards to Greenan. Grennan can't keep it going. Penguins pick it up. On the near side to Rogers. Rogers gains his own, dumps it in. Cody's going to get in there first. Cody trying to get it to Grennan. Penguins once again have it. Edwards throws it down low. He takes the check. And there's an icing with 1:52 to go. The Metros cannot make changes. Edwards having a little conversation with the bench of the Metros. I'd say it's a good thing that the referee didn't actually see that. That would have been an unsportsmanlike conduct really quick. Face off along the boards, back to forward. Forward walks the line, slides it over. Edwards dumps it in deep, looking for Beach. Back behind the net. Good work by the Metros. Can't get that one by the official, though. Stevenson, hard along the boards, held in. Stevenson with it again. He'll just dump it up high. Playing it off of his legs is Logan Forward. He backs up, slides it over, but loses it. Coming back in is Grennan. Grennan with a shot. Steered aside with a paddle of Rendell with 1:21 to go. We'll have a face-off in the Penguin zone. Late check, late hit, and an easy penalty call against number 13. And we're going to see the penalty right here. The whistle long gone. And so Metro's player Cole Greenan in the box. Pick your poison. 2 minutes for interference, boarding, unnecessary roughness. Who knows? So with 1:21 to go in the second period, an opportunity for the Penguins to extend that 3-goal lead before they go back into their dressing room. Face-off won by the Metros. Oliver fighting to hold the puck along the boards, being triple-teamed, doing some good work. Metro's still looking to get it, but no, the Penguins do come away with it. Saucer pass to McLean. McLean waits, has the puck taken from him. Great work there by Forward to keep it in. Cross-ice pass just off of Tilly's stick. Tilly will reset, fires it in deep, looking for Forward. Logan Forward. Back to Tilly. Tilly. Good skate against the board, brings it in. There's a shot. Goal! On the power play, Logan Tilly with his second goal of the period. Here's the no frills replay. You're going to see Tilly come in. Nobody goes after him. He brings it in, takes a look, and goes up high over the glove. Similar to his last goal, Equal opportunity shooter, Tilly. High over the blocker last goal, high over the catching mitt, goal number 2. .44 seconds left in the period. Hetherington with it. Goes off the boards. Metros chip it forward. Here's an opportunity, skating up, but forward's going to get there first. Makes a nice pivot to get away from trouble. That's going to be a hooking or a holding penalty. Right back in the box are the Metros, and it is indeed a holding penalty. As some more conversation ensues, and we have to hope that this doesn't escalate into mayhem in period number 3. But for now, number 72, Keegan Rush Germain in the box. 2 minutes for holding with 27.1 seconds to go. And here's the Nova Scotia Regional Junior Hockey League replay. And you can see it's an easy call. Referee's not going to call it like you're losing 4-0. He's going to call what he sees. Face off on the far side. Penguins win it. Rogers gets it over to McLean. McLean in the middle. And forward couldn't quite get a hold of that one, and that was Hudson Forward. Hudson Forward is the forward. No pun intended. Getting it back into the Penguins. Tilly with it, looking for the hat trick, and he just sails wide. Shot on the other side, sails through. 3 seconds left, one last time, and it goes around the net. And there's the horn. The Penguins will have 1 minute and 33 seconds of power play to start period number 3. They're going to go to the dressing room with a 4-0 lead. Goal scorers in this period, 2 goals by number 9, Captain Evan Tilley, 1 goal by number 21, assistant captain Thomas Shaw. Once again, we'd like to thank everyone for watching the 2025 Maritime Junior C Championship, streaming provided by AO Live, a production of MC Media, coming to you from the Sandy Wickens Memorial Arena in the lobster capital of Canada, Barrington, Nova Scotia. My name's Dave Doucette. You're going to watch some highlights from Josh as the Zamboni cleans the ice, and I'll come back for the start of period number 3. Thanks for joining us.
Captain Cat's Eatery and Takeout. Barrington Place Jewelers. Causeway Interiors, your complete home decorating store. Zimbalo Fisheries Limited. Ellie and Diana Fisheries Limited. Finest Kind Carpentry. Hutch Carpentry. Jack Lobster. JDB Fisheries. Knowles Enterprises. Little Hobo Fisheries. Logan's Legacy Fisheries. Long Point Lobster and Seafood Limited. Mark's RV and Auto Repair. Mermaid Fisheries. New Gore Lobster. No Frills. Nova Scotia Regional Junior Hockey League. Parents Pride Fisheries. Pleasant Timber Mart. Rhinos Towing. S. McPhee Trucking Limited. Sea Star Seafoods. Service One Automotive, Smith & Watt, The Loft Spa, and the Wilson Group.
Welcome back, hockey fans. Third period coverage of our third game of day two. Sorry, first game of day two. Third game of the round robin of the 2025 Maritime Junior C Championship, coming to you from the Sandy Wickens Memorial Arena in the lobster capital of Canada, Barrington, Nova Scotia. Streaming provided by AO Live, a production of MC Media. My name is David Doucette. On behalf of the complete MC Media team, we'd like to thank everyone for joining our coverage. After two complete, we have the Nova Scotia entry in this championship. The East Hants Penguins leading the PEI entry, the Sherwood Metros, 4-0. That second period was actually quite interesting. The Metros, for the first half of the period, after being severely outplayed in period number one, came back, and it actually was some good back and forth hockey. But at the end, the Penguins' superiority seemed to go through, and they had a power play goal. They're going to carry over 1:33 of a power play into this third period. Shots pretty even in the second period, 10-8 in favor of the Penguins for a 28-18 lead so far in shots. Third period, we're about to get underway. Referees going on here. We have to think with some of the stuff that we saw at the end of that period, I'm curious how physical this third period is going to be, as this game is already at 4-0, and we'll have to see what kind of period we end up getting. Penguins lose the opening draw, and they'll reset in their own end. Sam Rogers drops it off to Tilly. Tilly gets that pass. Slides it down, trying to jump down for it. Makes a hard check, but the Penguins are going to get it back to Rogers at the point. Rogers goes cross ice to McLean. McLean back to Rogers on the near side. Quick pass to the middle. Quick shot. Goal! Make it a hat trick for Tilly. Great tic-tac-toe pass by the Penguins. Able to get that pass right in front of the slot for a second power play goal. Here's the Parents Pride Fisheries replay. There it is. One pass, two passes, right on stick, quick control, quick look, pick the far side below the blocker, and make it a hat trick for number 9, Captain Evan Tilly. Back-to-back power play goals for the Penguins and for Tilly, making it 5-0 early in the third period. Logan forward, kicks it forward. Trying to get it to Tilly. Tilly comes back. Fresh ice, a little bit of dampness still on there. Penguins come away with it. Right up the far side. That's a nice pass to McLean. McLean gets it to Rogers. Back to McLean. McLean looks, fires, shoots off of a leg. McLean back behind the net to Rogers. Rogers looking for Tilly. Hetherington will break in and dump it down deep. Back down low, pass to Tilly. There's a shot, save! And up into the mesh. Tilly left alone again. Great opportunity to extend the lead and extend his goal scoring. And here's the Pleasant Timber Mart replay. Great opportunity. There's a shot, actually off of a stick and up low. Coming out to really cut down the angle, though, was Clark. But that one goes off of a stick. Clark did not make that save. Face off, back in the Metro's end. Wolf with it. He loses it. Going back to help out, though, is Bolter Jenkins. Tried to get it out, can't. Cross ice pass. Beach with it. Beach back to Edwards. Edwards, cross ice. There's a one-timer. That goes wide. Shaw fires it back over to Collins. Collins to Edwards. Edwards has it. This is a power play. I missed how who got the penalty. I'll try to get to that after that. Down low, there's a shot. Rebound and fired down the ice. So it is number 7, Jack Roberts, in the box. Not really sure for what. Missed that whole transgression. But looking for 3 power play goals in a row are the Penguins. Throwing around the board, that's Shaw. Dumping it back down low. Looking for Lloyd. Lloyd gives it up to Edwards. Check that. That was McIntyre. McIntyre back to the point to Collins. Collins Down the near side to Shaw. Shaw avoiding a check. Metros come away with it and fire it down the ice. Goaltender plays it up to Lloyd. Lloyd has to rush back for that as he's being pestered by Warren. 25 seconds to go in the power play. Big heavy hit right at the line by Jacob Warren. That dislodges the puck. Warren comes in again, throws another check. Rogers with it. Rogers in the middle, quick shot, pad save, rebound, back in front, goal! And I believe it was number 2, Owen Collins with the goal. And I'm waiting to see what's going on. Disallowed. Obviously not a goal. Still forfeit. And the net came off the mooring. So the net was off. And here is the Rhinos towing replay. Let's see if we can see it. There's the shot. The net. Just off. Penguins with a handful too many people on the ice right now. They've got a power play already. This would be a lot. A lot of discussion as the Penguins players skate by the Metro's bench. Back along the far side. Metro's going to pick it up. Good opportunity coming in is Grinning. Grinning shoots. And it's a nice save by Rendell getting the pad down. Penguins out of their own zone. Logan forward with it, just chips it in. Greenan's going to get there first, taken out gently on the boards by Miller. I think we're going to see a few more players come onto the ice that we don't see as much of, especially for the Penguins with this 5-0 lead. Once again, more discussion. Out come the Metros. Oh, just skipped ahead too far out of the reach of Fitzpatrick. It's a game within a game every time the Penguins skate by the Metros bench. Callum Lloyd with it. He'll fire it into an empty corner. McAdam chips it up looking for Fitzpatrick. Good move right up the line by McAdam. McAdam gains the blue line. Back pass. There's a shot. Save. Rebound behind the net. Pass in front. Penguins just clearing the zone right now. Chipping it forward nicely by Oliver, but he can't skate it down. Up to Lloyd. That bounces off his stick. Thomas McAdam back in his own end. Resetting for the Metros. Metros trying to get that first goal. Ever elusive. Knocked down by Rush Germain, and he just clears the zone. Callum Lloyd with it. Tries to use the boards. It's going to be banged back in by Rush Germain. Pass out in front. Big hit in the corner. Nice bank pass up to Connor Lloyd. Lloyd slides it over to forward. Forward with a shot. Back to Lloyd. And it just goes off the side of the net. Good tic-tac-toe pass. Could not quite finish. Back behind the net to McAdam. That goes off of a stick, but then Jennings Hughes dumps it down the ice. No icing. They determined that Cameron Fisher could have played the puck. Fisher's going to allow both teams to make changes. In a bit of distress is Connor Lloyd as he makes his way back to the Penguins bench. And he's in a bit of distress because there's going to be a penalty called. And it is a slashing penalty. 2 minutes slashing for number 72, Keegan Rush Germain. We'll see if we've got that one on tape somewhere. No. I'm getting a no from the booth. Probably why he was slow to get up and slow to get to the bench. So another power play. So we do have something. The S. McPhee Trucking power play. Let's see if we can find. Oh, we're seeing it right at the end. Him fall down anyways. And the referee putting his arms up right away. Rogers. Over to McLean. McLean goes cross ice. Metros are going to get that. Lots of room to come up for Wolf. Wolf on one. Goes to the middle. Well defended by Tilley. Rogers. Now Rogers up to Tilley. Tilley zigzags away from pressure. Has it again. Gets it back to Rogers. Tilley sets up for the one-timer. Goes the other way. Cross ice pass off of a stick into the mesh. 1:23 to go in the power play. 13:43 to go in the game. We've had 2 power play goals in a row for the Penguins. They're trying to make it 3 for 3. Face-off, pushed forward by the Penguins, but getting there first is Wolf. Wolf protecting the puck, trying to backhand it out, has to back up. Good work in there by Tilley, taking Wolf out of the play. Pass in front, off the post, one-timer by Logan Forward. Back to Rogers. Rogers flips it up, over top of the glass, into the mesh. And here is the S. McPhee trucking replay. You're going to see a cross-ice pass, a one-timer. Goaltender sliding over, beats him just over his pad. But number 12, Logan Forward, could not beat the post. Back behind the net. Metros get it down the ice. Goaltender's going to want to play this. Chips it high off the glass to Logan. Logan up to Tilley. Tilley back to Rogers. Rogers comes in, cuts to the middle, back pass, quick shot, save, rebound. Another save. Bouncing puck in front of the net. Nice move by Tilley, protecting the puck, comes in. Tries to lag the puck, but the Metros are going to pick it up with 33 seconds to go in the power play. Wolf with it. Wolf trying to stick handle out of his own end, doesn't get by. Penguins get it back again. Tilley with it one more time. Throws it back on the far side to McLean. McLean shot. Tilley again. Back to the point to Rogers. Rogers back to Tilley. Tilley's looking. Goes down deep to Forward. And once again, net off, I think. 3 seconds to go in this latest power play opportunity. The net just off by a little bit. .23 to go in the third period. And once the net pops off, the mooring's not that deep anymore because of player safety. Easy for the nets to come off once they come off that first time, and we're certainly seeing that. Face off, controlled by Jennings Hughes. He can't get it out. Skates up with it. Gets some help from Doyle. Doyle can't get by the forecheck of Gregor Beach. Comes in again, though, with it. There's a quick shot. Save, rebound. Steered aside nicely by Rogers. Back behind to Cameron Fisher. Fisher up to the far side. Cross-ice pass off of a body. Held in nicely by Worth. He'll get it down deep. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Up along the boards. That skips over Beach's stick. Picking it up in the blue at the red line is Cody. Cody goes cross-ice to Jennings Hughes. He gets it over to Warren. Warren on the near side. Takes a shot. It goes off the side of the post and goes wide. Goaltender hugging that post, not giving anything away. Skip forward, looking for Edmund. Penguins are going to get it out, but Cody's going to gather the puck at his own blue line. He'll go D to D over to Jennings Hughes. Jennings Hughes avoids the first check. Backhands it. Skipping up to break that up is Cameron Fisher. Fisher brings it in. He takes a shot. Glove save. Rebound into the corner. McDonald with it. Fighting for it behind the net. Gets it over to McIntyre. McIntyre back to the point. Edwards keeps it in. Quick pass over to Cody. There's a shot. That goes off of a stick, and that was Collins with the shot. Collins gets a return pass. Has it again. Pass in front. Just behind Hayden McDonald, who was looking for the one-timer in front of the net. Back to Collins. Collins avoids a check. He's going to get back to the point, getting there quick, but not quick enough. His defenseman Fisher, Cameron Fisher. Fisher's pass gets all the way down the ice, but it's tipped by a Metro player, so no icing. up along the boards. That's not going to get by McIntyre. McIntyre passes in front. There's a shot. Side of the net by Collins. Collins getting an opportunity and getting those shots away. Pass behind Grennan. Trying to chase it down into the corner. Getting there first is Collins. Collins chips it up to the point and out. Oliver fires it back in. Doesn't get deep. Jennings Hughes with it. And that's to Jennings Hughes. This is Jordan. Breaking back the other way are the Penguins. Lloyd with it. Goes cross ice, right onto the stick of McDonald, but he couldn't hold it. Great pass by Lloyd, seeing the left winger come in on the far side. Lloyd again at the point, slap shot. That one's going to go wide. Active boards, bounces right back out to Hetherington. Metros banging after it, but can't get it. Held in. That shot goes off of a leg into the mesh. .9:25 to go in our third period. Shots on net now 33-20 in favor of the Penguins. Multiple power plays, certainly exaggerating that shot count. Face-off scrum. Penguins are going to get it, fire it in deep. Shaw trying to pass it in front, goes off of a skate. Rush Germain gives the puck up, and the pass goes up from Stevenson, just out of the reach of Jennings Hughes. Good work there by Poulter Jenkins to break that play up. Penguins back behind their own net, trying to reset. Flip it forward, it's going to be right on the stick of Rush Germain. There's a shot off of his stick onto the glass. Back behind his own net, Logan forward. Avoids one check, passes it down the ice off of a skate. Metro's coming back the other way. Oliver couldn't quite get that puck. He tries a backhand pass to Stevenson. Penguins, they'll chip it down deep. Getting there first is going to be Hudson forward, but no help, so the Metros come away with it. That's McAdam with it. McAdam looking to keep with the puck. He does. Has some speed down the far side. Bouncing puck, trying to get control. Slap shot goes wide. Pass in front by Roberts, but it goes behind the net. Penguins get it. Up along the side to Tilly. Tilly's pass, it's a little behind Shaw, but he reaches it and chips it out. Metros coming back the other way. Kennedy with it. Kennedy trying to slide it to the middle. Can't get through. Penguins coming back. Here's Tilly. Ever dangerous. Coming down the far side. Cuts to the middle. There's a shot. Tries to go upstairs. Misses by inches. Rogers chips that in. Tilly flying in. Looking to get there first. But getting there instead is Collins. Metros. Balin Wolf reverses it into the far corner. Back to Wolf. Wolf goes cross ice. That pass in the skates. That's going to go all the way down for an icing with 7 minutes and 18 seconds to go in the period. Face off on the near side, controlled by the Metros. Raylan Wolf with it, has some opportunity, flips it high, and no, not out. Held in, momentarily by Rogers. He has to back up. Gets the puck over to Fisher. Fisher to Lloyd. Lloyd uses the boards, but it's going to be picked off by Wolf. Wolf gets it to McPhail. Tilly coming back the other way, one-on-one. Being chased from behind, puck gets through, but swept away from the front by Wolf. Wolf still looking for it, takes it up his skates. Gets it up to Jack Roberts. Roberts back over to Wolf. Wolf back to Roberts. There's a shot, and that one sails high. Great opportunity for the Metros, but they could not connect on the shot. Breaking back out for the Penguins is McLean. McLean's got Rogers with him, trying to pass it, broken up, and just steered away by Captain Cameron Jennings Hughes. Hetherington with it. He'll just fire it in deep. Clock certainly in favor of the Penguins right now. more important for them to clog up the neutral zone, send one person deep, even though that's not what they're doing. They're going to continue to play the way they play. Back up the other way, chip forward. Good defensive play by Hetherington, breaking that play up. Warren has it in the corner, tried to slide it in front. Doyle with it on the near side, on his backhand, trying to go to the front. Good individual work, but just ran out of steam at the end as he was triple teamed. Tyler Enman with it. Back pass to Miller, who shot sailed through. A nice save. Coming back the other way, Cameron Doyle. Doyle looking for a streaking player, but just out of the reach of Alex Cody. Jumping on top of it, Gabe Rendell hasn't been that busy, but he's looking to just stop the play and allow both teams to make changes. C-Star Seafoods replay, and you're going to see that. Yeah, that initial as he comes out and jumps on that puck to make the save. He's going to stay on top of it, not giving it up to his defense. Face off, back to the point, chip forward. Cody holds the line, gets it in, but now coming right back out is Logan Forward. Makes a nice move. Double team though. Getting back is Jordan Jennings Hughes to get it to the point. Penguins. Cross ice pass. It right in the middle. Goes off of the stick of McIntyre. Both sets of players going for it. Held along the board. Nobody working that hard. Finally Collins comes out with it. Goes to his backhand in front. Can't get the shot away. Waits. Splits his defense as he tries to pass it back. Logan Forward. Over to Edwards. Back to Forward. Forward will carry it down. McIntyre will take his place. Forward has it. Stops. Waits. Looks. Passes it behind the net. He's going to get it all the way around to Edwards. Edwards just keeps it on the far side. Metros off the boards. Held in nicely by the Penguins. They chip it forward. Down deep to McIntyre. He has the puck taken away from him, but it's picked off by Collins. His shot sails high. Fitzpatrick gets it out to Grennan. Grennan comes in, stops, looking for help. 1-on-3, makes a nice move. Avoids two checks, still has his feet. He's got help now. Has an opportunity. There's a quick shot. Glove saved. Rebound steered aside by Cameron Fisher. Held in on the far side by McAdam. McAdam gets the puck down deep, gets a return pass. There's a shot. Great stick work in there by Jacob Edwards, deflecting that puck up into the mesh, not allowing the puck to get through to his goaltender, Gabe Rendell. .352 to go in the period, end game. Face off, push forward, shot through. That one goes wide. On the far side, Bolter Jenkins gets it back to the point, gets a return pass. Slides it in front, just out of reach. Oliver looking to get it. Slides it back, looking for Russ Germain. He dumps it in deep. Bolter Jenkins on the far side trying to chase it down. Good work by the Penguins. Both teams still fighting for it. Sliding a pass in front to Russ Germain. But the Penguins get there first. Coming in is Oliver. Oliver to Russ Germain just in front of him. Fisher breaking out of his own end, gains the blue line, ducks under a check, stops, passes it over. There's a shot, rebound. 2 saves by Clark. And a goal! And based on the celebration, I believe it is going to be number 19, Connor Lloyd, with the goal. Here's the Smith & Watt replay. First save right there. Second one banged out. Lloyd gets it, finds it, just sweeps the shot through, and it goes underneath the goaltender. Good goal by number 19, Connor Lloyd. .311 to go in the game. Breaking forward, that's Kennedy. Kennedy on the far side gets a shot away, off a skate and wide. Good team defense by the Penguins, not allowing a lot of pucks to get through. That one does, though. Great effort by Roberts. Jamming it at the back and taking the hit by Hetherington. And I think Hetherington might get the penalty here. As he was jamming away, there was no whistle at that point, and the puck really wasn't covered up. Nope, no penalty. Ripped around by Callum Lloyd. That's going to be dumped out by Ethan Bates. Bates looking to get Edmund. Bates back in, avoids the check. Wolf gets it in deep, but the Penguins look to bounce it right back out. Held in nicely by Yao. Back behind the net, Kennedy looking for it. No one to pass to. Lloyd intercepts it. His pass intercepted by Wolf. Wolf comes in, there's a shot. Fires it wide, rebound, bouncing back. And the Penguins able to keep that behind the net. Another pass in front. This one's picked off by Bates. 2 minutes, 12 seconds to go in the game. Metros really want to break that shutout. Kennedy trying to get it out. There's Kennedy with the shot. Goal! And there it is. Assistant captain, number 98, Daniel Kennedy, finally breaks the shutout with under 2 minutes to go in the third period. Here's the Loft Spa replay. Kennedy coming in, takes a shot, just gets it over top of the glove, and it just squeaks inside the far post. Good shot by Kennedy, breaking the shutout. I'm going to go with my score that it's 5-1, even though the clock says 6-0 right now. Breaking back the other way is Owen Collins. Collins comes in, there's a shot, fires just high. Metros breaking back the other way, that's Warren with it. Back to the point, just held in. Collins, there's a shot, glove save by Rendell. 1:34 to go in the game. So our score, 6-1, as the clock able to kind of get everything fixed. 6-1 in favor of the Penguins over the Sherwood Metros. Minute and a half to go. Back to the point, Jennings Hughes gets the puck towards the net. Creating some little interference in front of the goaltender was Doyle. Breaking back out, though, we've got McIntyre. McIntyre onto his backhand, takes a shot. Clark makes the save, goes down on. Really no reason for Collins to be aggressively going after the puck in a 6-1 game, but he did. .78 seconds to go in the game. Face off on the near side. Along the corner. Edwards can't keep it in, brings it out and just fires it in deep. Alex Cody behind his own net. Cody's lead pass. Tip forward. Breaking out is Jennings Hughes. Jennings Hughes chips it forward, ducks down under a check. Warren with it. He'll dump it in deep. Collins reverses it. Good stick lift by the Penguins. They'll break it out of their own end. McDonald with it. Gets it over to McIntyre. McIntyre back to forward. Forward shot save. Warren can't get it out. Second player gets it past. Backing up is going to be Jacob Edwards. Bringing the puck in once again is Logan Forward. Forward comes in, getting that one last shot. Goes towards the middle. That shot goes wide. 24 seconds to go. Metros have it. They chip it out. They're looking to just run the clock out right now. Jacob Edwards back into his own. And Cole Greenan not really doing much pressure. Both teams, I think, happy right now if we just all come back to play another game tomorrow. As the clock ticks down, they throw the puck into the corner. The linesmen all circulating, ensure nothing happens. Make the final. The East Hants Pegwood 6. The Sherwood Metros 1, breaking the shutout bid of Gabe Rendell in the final 2 minutes of the game. Goal scorers in this period, early in the period, a power play goal and hat trick for number 9, Captain Evan Tilley. That followed up by number 19, Connor Lloyd, and breaking the shutout was number 98, Assistant Captain Daniel Kennedy. In this tournament, there are no, and not that was an issue in this game or any of our games so far, but there are no ties. The way the point structure works, if you win in regulation, you get 3 points. If you win in a overtime or shootout, you get 2 points. A loss in an overtime or a shootout is 1 point, and a loss in regulation is no points. So right now, that has the East Hants Penguins in a terrific position with 2 out of their 3 games in, 6 points, and first place. Players of the game about to be announced. To get the player of the game pucks.
Player of the game for Metro, number 98,
For the Metros, it's number 98, the goal scorer, assistant captain, Daniel Kennedy. Will it be Tilly with a hat trick, or will they pick somebody else for the Penguins?
Player of the game for East Hants, number 60, Gabe Rendell.
And it's going to be goaltender Gabe Rendell, one shot away from getting the shutout bid, getting player of the game for the East Hants Penguins. So once again, the final, East Hants Penguins 6, the Sherwood Metros 1. On behalf of myself, David Doucette, and the complete MC Media crew, we'd like to thank you for joining our coverage of the 2025 Maritime Junior C Championships. Streaming provided by AO Live, production by MC Media. We're going to be right back at it at 7:30 when the Tri-County River Cats play the host Southwest Storm. We'd like to thank you for joining us as you watch some highlights from Josh after the end of the game. I will cut out for now, but I'll be back for the next game at 7:30. Thanks for joining our coverage. Hope you'll join us again soon.